Does it have anything to do with disco?
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric.
I do like disco, maybe I should get into it.
You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it.
What if I can't remember whether I'm in or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life aside from the fact that I like disco?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed. I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
It's going to be like a 20-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least.
Absolutely wonderful.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme erotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your own time.
Would it have been 20 hours if I didn't fail, if I didn't succeed on this check? You see mysterious strangers in the night leaning against unlit doorways, engaged in a hushed conversation, a shadow cabal exchanging looks, whispering in dark alleyways and unmarked locales, a radical cell conspiring against the state, and perhaps even against man and women. Was that a secret handshake? What's going on? Who are these secretive people? How will they accomplish their sinister and world-altering goals? Most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot. I forgot. A president at lynching is also involved with the drug trade through the harbor, which links them to Hardy Boys. See what titles say about it. The Jam Mystery. Okay, I'm not gonna become gay, I don't think. Because I like the idea that I can eventually maybe get back with my wife. Or the person that I think is my wife. And my wife? Oh, Monica's titties are bigger, what the hell?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives. You see.
One of these days.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
I ran to your husband on the coast.
Goodness, how is he? Did he say why he hasn't returned yet?
He's fine, ma'am. As we had suspected, he couldn't get back earlier because the water lock on the canal was broken. Now he's just finishing up some work.
Oh, yes. That's my Morel. He's bound to catch a cold staying out there for so long. But I am so relieved to hear that he's okay. Thank you for putting an old woman's heart at ease, if even a little.
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel is safely back with her.
I'd really like to hear more about cryptids.
You know, to hell with it. Let's have more cryptids.
Of course, officers. Is there a particular cryptid you two are interested in
what
learning
is the biggest
about?
cryptid?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Oh. Okay, we can move on for now. It'd be dishonorable to renege. Okay.
I'm glad you see that.
Honorable one, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on
sense.
your life path.
Wait,
You
there were
are a man most virtuous.
honor points?
Of course there were honor points. Did you think no one was paying attention to all of your honorable deeds, honorable one?
Hold your horses. This is a mistake. Oh wait, I only try my best. It's the most any of us can do.
Oh, the modesty on this one. Another 10 honor
Oh my
points
God.
for you, sir.
That's great. Oh,
You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers, an honor cop.
My honor is my life. It's what separates me from the treacherous women. Well, isn't honor sort of an archaic concept?
Living in the name of virtue and doing noble deeds while expecting nothing in return is not archaic. How can you even think that? Selflessness forms the basis for the warrior code, an ageless code, as fit for nomadic Ilmaran tribes traversing the vast red plateau in Provincia Gordi, as it is for your neighborhood postman.
A warrior code, you say? I do feel like a warrior. This whole thing is beginning to sound very me.
You are like a wandering night monk, setting right the wrongs of the world you come upon. Are you ready to drink deep from the cup of honor?
Isn't my I don't why is honor cup an incel? I don't want this. I don't care about honor at all.
You continue to display such humility. This is to be admired. Refusing praise for your personal integrity is most honorable indeed.
This honor thing feels so overwhelming. Maybe I should open my heart to it.
Good. You feel its presence. Now you are ready for the right of honor. Even among the honorable, only the most dignified are deemed worthy. But you, O honorable one, have excelled in honor. Honor comes from deep within you, and to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, one must reach deep within oneself and touch one's honor.
Okay.
You need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors.
All I wanted was to live with dignity, to die with honor. Stick your thumb in your ass.
What are you doing?
I'm honoring myself, Lieutenant.
Well, don't! Have you no self-control? Please spare me this sight.
The lieutenant is a noble man, but he does not know honor like you and I do. Best not to waste time trying to explain.
I probably lost
Lead by example.
800 points with Kim there.
Congratulations, honorable one. You have become a member of a noble faculty. A man kneels, an honor cop rises. Go forth and commit even more honorable deeds. And should your resolve ever waver, remember the right of honor. It will always cleanse a man's soul. It is an honor to serve with you, honor cop.
They say the nameless heroes need no credit. Doing the right thing is reward enough. But deep down, an honorable man knows there will be a reward. Oh yeah, the honorable shall inherit the world, and you, Comte de Honoré, will lead the charge with your thumb held high. What you need is creed, an oath, a great oath of honor. Flex your honor glands, see if you can come up with something. Did I actually get bonus honor points? No, I didn't. They lied to me. We need 5 XP, then I can try that authority check. I really want to know how to get up to the balcony. I feel like I'm missing something like really obvious. You can't walk here, can you? I'll try it. Hi, luxury. Halla! Skal du hjelpe opp? Hvis du tar hvis du gjør sånn. Hvis du gjør sånn. Så gjør jeg sånn. Å, så var dette var? Ah, så det var lett det var, eller? Det var jo søren dundra meg det letteste noen kan tenke seg å gjøre. Hvordan går det, gamle? Hvordan går det, gamlemor? Gamlemor Elia? Er du 12 år gammel eller noe, eller? Eller er du litt yngre enn det? Ikke jente? Kom du opp bare for å si hei, chat, eller kom du opp for å legge deg, eller hva er planen her? Du bare kom for å si, å ja, jeg er i bygget. Jeg er flink. Åh, så flink. Så store fin mage du har. Hvis du legger deg, så kan jeg klå deg på magen ordentlig. Skal legge seg? Legg seg, du, Lux. Legg seg. Legg seg, du. Så er det så ordentlig magekos. Er det magekos-tid? Å, det er flink jente. Ah, jeg gleder deg.
What do you see?
Pile of clothes. Why is the pile of clothes down there? Isn't the pile of clothes what I'm looking at right now? What is this pile of clothes? Wait, is this is that actually for the trading man? Mr. Trader Man? Like here? Like, is this the pile of clothes right there?
You keep coming
I
back.
don't know.
That's
Man, every goddamn time I have to remember what my composure clothes are. It's boots, right? Yeah.
You keep coming back. That's good of it.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Maga sporty. Well, I don't need jackets because I can't take this jacket off ever. What part of the armor am I missing? Is it the helmet?
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai
This is
somewhere.
one I rolled for, I think, right?
It is a bestseller for a reason.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games.
Ah. Hum. So, map a wall, and that's it.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart
Reaction speed.
shelves full of This bookstore is not strictly about crime. Amidst the point of the book, various
The map wall is not letting me do the check again. Maybe I should Google that. Disco Elysium map wall. Oh, yeah, this guy also says that he has that one. Bugged list of white checks on the map. Okay, so some of these might just not be, it might just be bugged. I mean, we have one for the door here too, I think, right? Still? Yeah, the warded door. But we already went through the door, so... Maybe I can do the weightlifting now. Should I try it? What is this
The
again?
barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Physical instrument. What did I have for that again? Physical instrument. Alright, let's try
The
this. What
barbell
happens?
waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Ooh. Ooh. Oops.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. See? See? This place is cursed.
Fuck you, you stupid barbell.
Weightlifting was never my favorite either. At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go into the basement and turn the freezer off too. Because I was expecting to find a tool that I could open the freezer with, but I haven't found one yet. So now I'm thinking like, does that just not exist? Is that Emma's atelier?
Tiles on the cube
Insert a
are
production
still
schedule?
like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard,
Press
the play key
play
stops.
again.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Elysium, repeater station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Let's try the password for production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife, death.
Good. I've unlocked the production schedule.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still
French.
with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan.
Read the printout.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Read about capital. I want to know about the money.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in
Jesus.
150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished.
Gosh, where did you get all this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
Read about the workforce. Who worked there? How long?
Fortress Accident employed 18 people. The bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations.
Into the production schedule, whatever it is.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Right, what happened?
It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account.
Oh, fair.
They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
Is the idea here that, like, original Disco Elysium was going to be, you know, like a third-person, fully realized world where you walked around, and then they were like, oh, that's going to cost a little bit too much money. I could have bridged the gap.
No, you couldn't have.
That's impossible. What do you mean? I totally could have.
Definitely not.
What the hell?
Not a chance. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsborn Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map.
Okay.
This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
That's some insane shit. Who were these people?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
How many combinations could you make out of that? Pretty bad, so that's what did them in? How many combinations could you make out of that?
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Yeah, how bad could it be? Okay. Keep going.
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest.
I keep going.
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Oh god. Well, that have pretty decent interfacing. Of 4. Please stop. Oh no. Okay, so that's what the...
And that's it. Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
The what now?
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Igaunian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day.
An anomaly caused all the data to get lost in the air?
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
What? They lost the whole game and couldn't even pay for it?
Always read the terms of service.
Wasn't there a copy of the game a backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the offsite copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred.
I hate when that happens.
It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the offsite copy and, well, keep it offsite. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say?
S. Luukinen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The offsite copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, Not after 8 months of crunch.
What? 8 months of crunch? What is this, cyberpunk?
I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
Seems like a perfectly reasonable explanation.
That's not what her colleagues thought.
Is there anything else from this lead programmer?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read the notes at the end.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The filament slides out of... The bear's eyes are...
So, I guess what I just had confirmed is that if there is a filament in here and I turn the power off, that will damage the filament.
This orange machine is... You slip your finger... No. This is going to need... If you want to try again...
Equip the pry bar.
Oh, I can drive with the library
The
card.
library card.
Where is it?
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has...
Pry bar not strong enough. God damn it. I really feel like I'm supposed to pull the wire out, but I don't want to, like, mess it up. I think I want to save up for that board game. Well, first of all, let's see if I get bonus for my
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
armor. Bonjour, legendary, ha ha ha.
Vigilance officer, what can this
Ooh,
old carabinier
42%?
do for you?
Did you roll an 8 or higher?
As Rene turns from me to
Hey!
his partner and back, the medals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proudly.
How many medals are there?
2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun.
Look at the cross.
A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle. It's the Croix de Bravoure, Cross of Valor. The cross was the highest battlefield decoration in Suzerain's armed forces, awarded for exceptional bravery in the line of duty, in service of King Frizzle I.
Look at the sun.
A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below. The setting sun was a decoration used to distinguish seasoned combat veterans in service of King Frizzle I during the Revolution.
Croix de Bravoure and the setting sun point to his chest. Did you get them for...
For bravery.
It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have been a number of controversial episodes in his service days.
Not for raping women? That's what I was going to say, bravery.
I'm sure, but I know this uniform's reputation. You are also wondering if I got this for raping women or killing babies.
I don't know their reputation of anything. Don't even recognize the war.
Son, We should never forget our past. Lots of mistakes were made back then, but there were also lessons.
Mistakes on a tutor-like quality.
Forgetting those times means the mistakes were for nothing. That all those people died for nothing.
Whoa. Sounds like you're about to open the gates of conversation. This man will literally talk your ear off if you let him wander off to memory lane.
So what did you get the medals for?
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
Say the princeling?
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frisel thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest. Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camo.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Must have been a bloodbath. Bastards, slowly shake your head.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw. Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
Hang on to the story. Veterans get sentimental after such retellings. This might yield something useful.
Okay, then what did you do?
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnoux, le fléau des chevaux.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me. The dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
This would never happen to Johnny Lawjaw, points to jaw. My jaw is tight.
Right. So I grabbed the prick and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the jealous freak convinced Frisel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood. Piece and shit. He was the commanding officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun. For distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Sounds like you're being modest, Renee.
The old carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drisant. 2 days later that was. And that even while crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself. It's there.
Hold on, you're a little proud of Renee's heroics, aren't you?
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like René himself. Certainly not to me. How did you find the story to be, officer?
Quite impressive. It's men like Rene who made the Ravager great ones.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't hand this out for anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot. Repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Thanks for a story, Rene.
Bah! There were many such stories in those days. Many such men, too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh, yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please, bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
Jesus Christ. Oh, -2, goddammit. I can get a decent amount of drama, I think. So, starting from up top. Okay, I lied. I can get a +3. Which means I would have to roll an 11 or higher, which means I have like a 10% chance or something like that. Okay, let's see here. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Rhetoric the container door, I guess. I wish I could remove these. Oh no, I can't put this jacket on. Oh, but that's not even rhetoric. That's conceptualization. I almost made the biggest mistake of my entire life there. I feel like I have another plus of rhetoric, don't I? I started watching. I just watched the very start of Seek playing this, and he just rolled for his stats. He ended up with like 3 int, 2 psyche, 2 physique, and 5 motorics.
The payphone had...
I don't know if I should watch the playthrough before I'm done with mine though, because I'm worried it's gonna like uncover some information that I haven't uncovered yet. Like it just does like a roll and it's like, oh no, turns out this is the person I murdered. The guy.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown
Okay.
slightly.
Erratic, been in the world for 2 days, been in the world for many days. Okay. God damn it, man. Okay, let's go speak with the Hardy Boys.
Hola, Wandering Man.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Okay, what gives me authority? This gives me negative authority, which we don't want. I think it's only like jackets and stuff that give authority though. Please, for the love of God.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Please, for the love of all that is holy in this world. 92% chance. I think I only failed the double one right now.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. You seen Apricot, old Purdue's daughter? Asks Lieutenant McCoy. Uh-huh, replies Torson. The ass on that one. McCoy shakes his head in appreciation. A bit strange the old man named her Apricot, but, I mean, who am I to judge? Wanna hit the kebab joint?
I get it, Titus. You guys are really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hands.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I got drunk. So drunk I drove my car to the sea. I don't give a shit either. Just like you guys. I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer, else I have no idea how to do my job, like you.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due, with an O.
Is that the lady that I gave the look to at the very start of the game? Probably the one that's up on the balcony or whatever?
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer.
Look at the. What the hell is that, man? Why am I looking at that? Miss Oranje, disco dancer?
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her.
Oh
around.
god. Said you don't remember being a cop, said you don't remember reality.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
I need medical attention? Damn, what's wrong, Jace?
Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off.
So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
I'm still here? That's not a medical problem, that's the opposite.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So the rape, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
The tall blonde throws my can, Titus cracks it open. So, Scratchhead, what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
Just around and a common silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Oranje disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said you partied. Cool, that's cool, but what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Was it sex? Laughner, is this sex, drugs, and karaoke, right?
Yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
Just saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
Please give me an option to pull my dick out.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
Thank you, we'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Oh.
Officer, what was that?
You mean the sweating and the fidgeting when he mentioned her name?
Yes.
And the sort of quivering jello thing with the eye? Point your twitching eye?
Yes.
I think I know that woman.
The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
You notice didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I tried to hit on her.
Understood.
It went pretty okay, I guess.
It doesn't matter how it went, officer. What else?
I didn't rape her.
What you're saying is, you raped her?
What?
Ice is forming on the inside of your chest cavity. Cold sweat trickles down your neck.
No.
Then, don't ever say that again. What else? We'll be all right, Lieutenant. This is not...
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right.
Let me bring out my little tool. Nobody calls me chicken. What's up, Potty Monster? What's up, a Potty Monster?
The door is closed.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Finally. I've been knocking on this door 24/7. Hotel bill calculation. Looks like she had an extended stay. She's resisting arrest in maximum force. Also, there are clothes of women's. Well, I'm not really. I guess I'm a little bit authority. I guess I could do that. I'm not very physicality though. This room has sad all over it. It reminds you of your own. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot. This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
Look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
There's quite a collection in here.
Anything of note?
There's the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Nacra, opioid antagonists. What the hell?
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Opioid antagonists? There's a pill sheet?
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little.
See if we can get a bonus to electrochemistry somehow. Electrochemistry. There we go. There we go.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something.
Is you wearing full smart face today? Straight up? My glasses, you mean? I'm trying to figure out a way to have the glasses be comfortable with my headset on, and I'm not really succeeding too good. Right now, right now, my secret trick is this. I put them higher up on my head, so they're not like actually touching the air. This feels kind of okay, but it feels a bit weird on my nose, I guess. But I'm just trying to get used to them. I don't necessarily need them for the computer. Like things look about the same, but they're definitely way clearer. Like I wouldn't have trouble reading Twitch chat without my glasses right now. Like after my eyes adjust, but I can see that it's like slightly blurry, so. I'm wondering if the headset is just too tight too, though. Hi, Logan. Halla! Hvordan går det? Hvordan går det, gamle far? Hvordan går det, gamle i huset? Hvordan går det, gamle mann? Rumpeklø. Nå blir jeg klippet rumpa. Ja. Jeg er ikke noe flørt med deg, Logan. Nei, det bare skjer. Plutselig en dag, så mens du driver og slapper av, så plutselig bare kommer det en person, og så begynner det å klø deg på rumpesuppen. Og vet du hva, det eneste du kan gjøre da, det er bare å være med på leken. Den som er på leken, den må tåle steken, for å si det sånn. Den som er med på leken må tåle steken, Loggen. Sånn er det bare. Det er ikke noe fjort med det. Oh. Take the item out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in sur-le-clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum, loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
Okay. A gleaming chewing gum wrapper found in the pocket of the laborer jeans. It gives off an ever so faint scent of apricots. Your mouth starts watering. God, I didn't know that I would find different things in the different clothes.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container. And your chest swells with pride. Look, it's made right here in Revachol by San Baptiste, a proud Revacholian pharmaceutical company with great traditions.
What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
And I also see a brand called Peptide.
Peptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Oh, gonna grab it. You feel someone watching you behind the glass door? A woman. The bed has been hastily made. Hey! Okay, I clicked the button and nothing happened. Good to know.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know, Lieutenant Euphrator. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
You think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Maybe the door below is a mega investigation.
No, still a mini investigation.
Push.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
All the coffee and an ashtray looks like a hedgehog. Like Sonic?
Welcome to the roof.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one. Proceed politely. As you got here.
It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
Mr. Clean Lady, I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
There are vortices of dark energy present, but not hell, to another place, a third place much different from our world.
A third place? Interesting. That's probably why the cleaning lady quit.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Oh no, Kim is standing inside me.
Oh yeah, feel the power.
Once a cop, always a cop.
Like riding a copacycle.
There is the tiniest bit of flattery in there. The way her eyes move from your shoulder to shoulder.
Miss, we are
I did
investigating
successfully
the murder
compose her or
of the
whatever.
man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
It's a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What is your name, miss, for the record?
Plazier Amondou.
And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
A bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. A night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
The conference centers are filled with people who get angry at you if you do something wrong.
Did you do something wrong?
Sooner or later, everyone does.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
Wanna hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie Street, a young man shows Patrol Officer Tilbrook his genital warts, asking if they're cancer. His partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there. He's in another apartment with another man who's showing him a dead dog under the radiator. It's dead, Mullins says. No, the man replies. I touched him. He's warm. He's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
You're a cop?
No, no. More stupid. Oranese lit.
Oranese lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Oranese lit, what do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money's very important. Show her some money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
It's the world's most tired smile.
Can we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
About nowhere?
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
You're sure I have the legal right to demand your passport? How do you... okay then, cool.
Okie dokie.
Thank you for it. That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
A nice room you got there, here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
Hate to say, where's that door lead to point to the door on the roof?
I have no idea, officer.
Look around. Hate to say it, but you've got Got sad all over the place.
Yeah. I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Is that why you're out here?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you? Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
Taps the roof with her heel. That's where my room is.
Somewhere below, military-grade sand is dripping off the walls. You should say the first thing. It's honest. It will lead to introspection.
Something is bad, point your head. In my head, in the past.
That's where it always comes from, isn't it? From the head and from the past.
The feeling white and filled with doom, gaseous, invisible, deadly, is everywhere.
Sounds like an advanced form of what I've got. With a bit of old love sprinkled on top.
Doesn't feel like love at all.
Hi there, mister.
Hi there, Mr. Bagman. How are you doing, feller? Probably, yeah.
Love is terror.
What are you doing here in the whirling rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
How are you doing today,
4 months.
Mr. Mans?
I came in November.
Why here? Understood. Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the world, here in Ravish, Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You came to the right place.
She looks at you and nods.
You have quite a collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
The collection includes a Nakra and opioid antagonists.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
You seem to have, among other things, Preptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a mirrored speed molecule, basically. Very funky. Okay.
Whenever they have her smoke, her voice gets really loud for some reason. It's like they use some sort of like software that automatically sets the gain on her voice, and because the is so low, it like makes her okay very loud. I know your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just one room away. Very personal.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it?
The spring sun is high in the sky, people pass below.
It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So, were you? So you weren't?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
The hell?
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
I just asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Wait, partied? Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
What kind of partying? Point to your bloated face, the kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? Keep pointing to your face. I didn't know that was possible, physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
You were lovers?
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must have been hard for you, point to the yard, seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Oh, she's the phone caller.
Yes.
Jackpot.
The caller reporting the hanging, that was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's God's mystery foam cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in my dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
How do you I see him as me?
She fishes a cigarette out of her pack and lights it, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
I can see the similarity, yes.
Funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
In my dream, he thinks, he said I failed his children. You glance at the lieutenant, then back to her.
Uh-oh. Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too? They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer. She's just tired. Don't push her too much.
What did they hang him for if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
How did the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
Jesus. Thank you for telling us all this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there. Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Say in a hushed voice, why did she tell us all that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
She seems candid.
You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in draws attention away from whatever one chooses to omit. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough.
I need to try to break into this door. Maybe if I bring the crowbar out?
The same small, heavy door. No lock.
It does say kick the door in, but...
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. You kick it, gung-ho style. entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
All right, let's trash the place.
Let's not.
Oh, damn it. Hello, Hardy boys. Or should I call you liar boys?
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Let's go to this, Klaji says she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Holy shit.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
He did.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardy!
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Oh.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Another apocalyptic actor in town?
Ooh. Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
Where do you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
Do you bug them? How?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Chief picks his bear up to offer a silent toast.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. indexes and shit.
Where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Sure.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Well, I have the boombox or whatever I could probably listen to it with, but... I guess preferably we would maybe get XP or something. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It's supposedly also recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communications recording via a encryption station. Not a good omen. That requires a boombox to play. What's this? Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
This is where the magic happens.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity?
I defied bourgeois morality in here. Defied it hard. This is an expression of me, my individualism.
I have no idea what that means.
It doesn't look like I can use that, so I guess we have to boombox it.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the
Play the tape.
apparatus with you push, command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalsund crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree, he also sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You are familiar with his look now. It is his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
This is Cordy.
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
Okay, then what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
I mean, he could have been undercover pretending, right? Or maybe he was pretending to his associates.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Look her in the eye.
Why not?
Volition. Let's see here. I mean, I would have a really high chance, but you can fail any roll, so. Alright, let's yellow it.
Officer, it's a...
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful.
You are beautiful.
I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you groveling sycophant. You too. Me? Get out of here. I'm solid. These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
Oh my god.
Believe it.
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick, tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness. Protect her. She wants you. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety. There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn it normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Does this mean she's been lying to me?
I think it's safe to assume, yes. Mr. Thespian here hasn't been speaking up. If he were, I suspect there would be paeans to her truthfulness. Like this, she is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust any of them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Orange Disco Dancer here.
What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate.
I'm gonna
probably compromised.
pee and grab water. Be back in a second. Do, 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 do. I've talked to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Miss, are you manipulating me?
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Hi, Logan. Hi, gammal. Är du sulten? Hi. Alfa her også. Logan og Alfa. Logan og Alfa. Hva om jeg løfter Alfa her? Alfa. Alfa. Kom her da. 1, 2 og 3. Er det fangejenta? Er det fangene på fortet? Er det fangene på fortet, jenta? Er ikke det helmaksvågen? Har vi fangene på fortet? Å, fangejenta. Å, fangejenta. Ja, fangejenta, Alfa. Ja. Vær forsiktig, Alfa. Oi, snakkelågen da. Rumpekløe, rumpekløe, rumpekløe. Ok.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yeah, the word whore was used.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi, he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his,
Coping
what's
mechanism?
the word I'm looking for?
Persona? Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Lely's?
He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Oh my god.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled man.
Hold on, he said he was mentally done. That sounds like a broken man to me.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
Weren't you afraid?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her, that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you have some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink.
The picture.
The last
Or
missing
the tattoo.
pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Muta Oranje? Wasn't he a soldier?
A military... Wasn't he a soldier? A military man, but not a patriot?
No. He left the national service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
A flash of rage comes over you. The words have already left your mouth.
A disgraceful mercenary. The Orange state should have checked his breast for sublime patriotic rage before they trained him.
Had he passed that test, we wouldn't have gotten along. Come to think of it, maybe it was our hate for Oranje that brought us together. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
I don't think he had a soft voice when he spoke to the corpse, but...
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Interesting. I too have stroked his hair.
Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
It was a map of his service history?
Sure, service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off to chicks, how so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite, dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course, and his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes,
"Wait a second, hardcore?
What's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Semenine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
Please answer the question, miss. Did he enjoy the moment of his death?
I don't think he enjoyed dying, officer. He had too much left to do. Too many third world conflicts. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer. No, it doesn't check out. Can't you see she's clearly avoiding something here? That's a strange thing to suggest. The lady is as fair and just.
Could it be that love did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
We requested a semen screening for processing.
Good for you.
What do you think it will tell us?
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else. We didn't go steady.
Is she avoiding anything? Technically not. Technically not. Come on, man. Listen. You can't trust them. It's just you and me.
Yeah, but I don't have any options to say anything, so what does it matter?
All right.
Tanya puts the slip back in her note and observes the envelope.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Yeah? All right. Not my favorite topic. How about...
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what you said, yeah.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Miss, how old do you think I am?
Huh. How old do I think you are?
She's buying time to formulate the best aunt. Look who's finally awake.
I don't know. 1, 2. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How old is a newborn cop who doesn't remember he's a cop?
I think 55. I think I'm 45.
You're not.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
Yes, but for him that number is higher than 45.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on, I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Date of birth generator? Oh man, that sounds funny. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to be. The day and the century, but for how long? Then has this thing attached to your sentience walked to the planet's crust. I'm start racking those brains of yours, Elder One. When were you born? Oh, it takes 7 hours too. What would I replace that with, though? I like all the options I have. I mean, I guess... No, this one's good. It heals morale. I like all the stuff I have. The problem with these is that, like, you don't know what they give you. So and if I remove one of these, I can't get them back again, so... This is the one I feel like I probably used the least, but this is related to a long way home, right? And I like the home stuff. I guess this one, the Fairweather T5000, could be... I could throw this one away. This just gives me a bonus against enemies, but I haven't even encountered any enemies. And it's a small bonus. Maybe I get rid of the Fairweather 5500. I do date of birth generator. I don't know how important my date of birth is, so it just sounds like it could be cool. And it takes a long time to do, and that feels like it's going to be worth it because it takes a long time. Sure, screw it. Yo, Dusty! What a beautiful emote that is.
Around. What is it now?
And I'm seeing it in high definition for the first time. Jesus, that thing is just shaking, huh? So I talked to Claudia about the tape.
And
nothing. She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol.
HD Dusty 4K.
Gave you gold on that tape.
It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change her mind.
Dark? Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say whoop-de-doo. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
He slams his fist on the door frame, like one of these metal door frames attached to the... This?
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just
Whoop-de-doo, gabagoo.
Any thoughts on this, lawman?
I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
What the... That's not what I said. I said, Glenn exposed the nation. Everyone's got feelings for each other. What are you going to do with this?
It's alright, Glenn. I just thought, I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
Be straight, my Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
He throws his bear can down.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
The silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us.